What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. It is I, it is me, it's your boy, E to the R to the I to the C. And this right here is the after work / trap / car chronicles. I think I should probably start doing after work and then /. You know, not doing the / before I say the / so you get my point. But yeah, we're back again. Another interesting day, another long day, I must say. And you know, one thing I kind of realize about the job I'm at now is that a lot of times I'm kind of forced into situations to kind of make things happen where it's like you really don't have an answer. Let me explain. So one of the clients I'm dealing with, we got field reps out there putting up the stuff, doing the stuff for the client, all the kind of things. Jeez, look at all that trash on that patio from there. I've been working on them apartments forever. Why would you speed up on me, bro? Why would you speed up on me, bro? And you know I gotta get over there, so get over there and do what you do, bro. I promise you, folks be just so in a hurry to kind of get somewhere. You be like, bro, what are y'all doing? We're going to the same area. But anyways, dude ain't even got no license plate tag, right? Correctly. Illegal tag. That's why the insurance went up. When I was in Atlanta, side note, we'll get back to that in a second, what I'm about to say. When I was in Atlanta, my insurance was like maybe $180, maybe $90 to $180 cheaper. Come to Texas, it jumped up ridiculous amount. I mean, ridiculous amount, and that's why. Because people were doing this type of stuff that guy was doing. Driving speed fast, people around here with no license, people around here with no insurances. I mean, this happened. I remember one of the first accidents I ever got out here, somebody hit a dude, hit another lady's car, another lady's car, dude hit a lady's car, a lady's car hit another lady's car, that lady's car hit me. So, you know, I was like, alright, you know, kind of pulled over, see what was up, just kind of didn't want to leave, didn't really want to care about being at work on time that day. And long story short, the guy way in the back, his car was towed out there to pick it up. The second lady, the cop was like, "Where's your insurance?" "Oh, I ain't got no insurance." Her car got smashed out. I was like, "What?" And it just shook his head. And it was like that. There's a lot of cases of people out here, certain people. Well, there's a lot of people out here, guys or girls, whoever, demographic-wise, that don't have insurance. And they're just driving around with no insurance. So the girl was sitting there telling me, she was like, "Yeah, it's all good. I have to get my boyfriend to fix my car, because I guess he worked at the body shop." So she smashed out the whole front of it. She was like, "We gonna have to fix it because I ain't really got no insurance." So they ended up, I think he ended up leaving the car or some kind of way taking her car as well too. I think he took her car and she was like, "That's kind of crazy. They took mine. I didn't want him to." I can't remember which was, but the other car hit the other lady. They had insurance. I had insurance too as well. So, but it was crazy around that time when that happened. Some people I knew, they were like, "Man, you call your insurance, say you hurt, and do all this other stuff and file all this other stuff." I was like, "Man, I'm not gonna file all these fake claims. I wasn't really hurt. I just got tapped. I'm not gonna file all these claims and stuff like that when the accident really wasn't." And sure enough, I think that happened in 18, 19, and sure enough, 2 years later or a year later, I really got in a bad accident. The first one out here, someone hit me on the tollway, speeding, plowed right in the back of me. When I say they plowed in the back of me, I mean, I'll never forget. It was a Friday. I was getting ready to get off the North Tollway, going south, going to a demo. I was like, "This is gonna be a cool Friday. I'm gonna do this. I'm going home. I'm gonna be good." I was getting ready to get off. There was an F-150 in front of me, black F-150. I was 2 car lengths behind it, because that's how I do on the toll. All of a sudden, before I knew it, no. I think I was driving, and I don't know what happened. I think I looked up. I think I may have looked up. I think I did. I think I looked up, and all of a sudden I just see a car. I think I looked up, hit me. Girl hit me so hard. Airbags came out. Stuck glasses on the thing. I was like, whoa. Then all that, it was bad. It was real bad. It was real bad. I got out I had to climb out. She hit me into the other lane. I had to climb out on the passenger side. crazy enough, after I got out, I was trying to pick up some of the stuff that came from my car back into the car, which was kind of weird, which is like, well, I don't know why I did that, because it's like no longer no good. So I don't know why I was thinking about that. I was like, let me get it out the highway. I don't know why I was trying to pick stuff up. But I got out. I was still on the side. I looked at the car. The back of it was smashed. It was like a little Buick, not Equinox, but a little Buick Enclave. I was driving a little small little thing, but it could move around, good on gas, all that good stuff. And yeah, it was just really crazy. Like I'm going through the thoughts in my mind, visualizing it in front of me again, like we got cerebral on my head. And then I remember the girl sitting behind the car. She was just sitting there with the airbags popped out, crying the whole time, crying. And then I was like, I was like, you okay? She was like, she was crying. I helped her get out the car, walked to the side. She was crying. Whole front of her car, she had a total Camry. The whole front of it just, like, it was just, it like she ran into a wall, just all pushed back. The other car I had, the bumper was in, everything was out, and whatever. So yeah, I ended up calling my CEO, telling him about it. He told our HR girl. And this is how it's funny about how people are at startups. HR girl was like, why didn't you call me first? I was like, there was another accident that happened with another employee that worked for us, right? I called HR first, thinking that she was gonna call them. You know, tell me this what happened. I called HR first, right? Then the CEO people called me later on, was like, hey, there was an accident, da-da-da-da. It's kind of good if you had called us. And I was like, but I called HR. HR was supposed to tell you. It's like, so I still remember that, so I called them first. And she was like, why didn't you call me first? It's like, so many backwards stuff going on, bro. That job was great, but at times you didn't know who, it was too many. That job was great, but at times there was too many chiefs in the kitchen, not enough Indians, too many chiefs. So, but yeah, so then that happened. They came, they wanted to have bruising. My neck, I had to make sure everything was fine. They took me down to Parkland, which is kind of wild down there. They did MRIs and make sure I had no internal bleeding, none of that stuff. Because, you know, a lot of things that happen you don't even really know about. So I was fine. Ruined my Friday. Literally ruined my Friday. Next day, their insurance called me, wanted to offer me like, hey, we know you got in an accident, yada 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 yada. We want to offer you $1,500. I think it was either $1,500 or $200 for your pain and everything. I was like, what? I said, that's it? They're like, yeah. I was like, nah, I waited. I didn't sign anything because this was like right before I was getting ready to go off to Jamaica for my wedding. So my job told me like, don't even come in, just cool, chill, whatever. Workman's comp. So workman's comp kicked in. Ended up going therapy, physical therapy. That was good. Long story short, I had to get a shot in my knee. I had to get my back worked out. I had to go to physical therapy for a good little week. It took me almost a year before I bounced back because it was a serious injury. They said if I had to wear my seatbelt, I would have went through the windshield. That's what the EMT guys told me on the scene because how fast she was going. So yeah, that happened. Yeah, so it took about a year. Their insurance kept still trying to do me like that. I ended up getting one of the bros, telling him I was looking for a lawyer to help me. He connected me with a lawyer. Long story short, after a long bit of time, but that's how it goes. The money came in right on time. Money came in right on time when I had just been laid off and I needed the money. So I ended up getting, they said that when they offered me $1,500, that $1,500, she was able to negotiate $30,000 for me. She had to take her fees. And then also they made me pay for the hospital because I guess hospital bill, they didn't want to pay for it. Which is crazy. I feel like my insurance probably could have paid for that. Or maybe not. My insurance gave me a little bit more outside of it, whatever. But I had to pay for that. They made me pay for all I have. After that happened, my half ended up being $10,000. So I walked over $10,000. But she had told me if I had called her in the beginning, probably could have got more. But I ended up walking over $10,000. I mean, I consider that a complete win after their insurance wanted to give me only $1,200, $1,500 in the beginning. So, and then considering the fact that I called her so many months, I called her like 6 months later. When I called her in the beginning, I would have been good. So she was able to give me $30K. She took her cut. I had to pay the insurance people. I mean, pay my hospital bill. My hospital bill was a good little bit. So essentially, if I hadn't been in the hospital, but I would have walked away with at least 8, 9, maybe. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. But I say all that to say, stop speeding, switching lanes, and all that crazy stuff. And let me go back to my topic what I was saying before. So, it's crazy because when you're at work sometimes, you have to sometimes deal with opposing forces or situations that are out of your control. So me, in my position, I'm a liaison to people that work for us, and people that work in the field, and also the C-level execs that I deal with, CEOs, whoever. And sometimes they have questions like, this person did this. Like, okay, one of the clients, we had some field reps go to these stores and supposed to be selling in displays, doing this type of stuff. And they gave me the names of the people who approved the display name, right? Who approved the display. So I go back, tell the people like, yo, these are the people that they gave me. These are the names they listed in the system as approved to display. The people, the client, goes back to those stores and told me, hey, they went. Our people went into the stores. There was nobody there by that name. Nobody's been in these stores. XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. So this happened once, and now it's happening again. So I asked my supervisor. I was like, yo, how should I go about dealing with this? Because me personally, I don't really know what else I can really do. I mean, I filed a complaint up our ladder about regarding it and getting the answer, because I'm like, yo, if you wrote the wrong name, just go back to that location and get the right name. But I never heard anything else about that, so I don't really know what else to really do. I mean, this is something they really want, they're paying for, and I'm just like, hey, I guess if I give you 12 names, out of 12 names, 2 are bad. I guess the other 10 are good, so I mean, I don't really know what else they want me to do. Like I said, I asked my supervisor, but I just think it's crazy because sometimes when you're in positions like jobs like this, when you work with people who are like part-time help or whatever, a lot of times they don't really care. They're part-time help, they're like, it is what it is. I did the job, it is what it is. But I use this as an example of situations that are out of your control. And this is a situation out of my control, because no matter what they tell me, I can go back and tell our field reps. But a lot of times they do what they want to do. I've had client projects where we told the field reps, hey, this is what we want to do each week, and then they go and do the opposite each week. So I mean, that's what it's like when you do a part-time help. You do a part-time help, people don't really feel like they're involved, or they feel some type of way or whatever. They ain't really worried. They like, it is what it is. You need me. I'm doing something that you ain't gonna do. You need me. Is the work done? Yeah. So the name thing ain't right. Oh, well, it is what it is. That's what happens, Things like that happen when you do part-time work. Or part-time hired help. Part-time hired mercenary work. That's how I call it. I mean, because I consider myself to be a mercenary at work. You pay me, I roll with you, I help your client. The client, I help them out for 4 to 6 weeks. Showing them what they need to do, how they need to be successful, how they're going to do a rollout in the store, what they need to do for their rollout. And then after that, we're going about our way, and I go to the next one. So, any ideas I may have, I just keep myself. That's why I say a lot of times in interviews too, as well, too, when they ask me why I'm looking. Yeah, man, I just thought that was really intriguing, because I'm like, she's like, this is something we got to fix. We need a whole client name. I'm just like, man, we can try to fix it, but the way we operate, with so many people going into the stores and doing this and that, some of them field reps don't be caring. They just like, it is what it is. You're not gonna let me go. It is what it is. It's almost like the time when I worked at one retail job. It's like, unless you drove a car through the window or got in an accident with the car, they're gonna keep you. Because the type of job we were doing was excessively hard. Excessively hard to the point where a lot of people couldn't make it past weeks. So if you're there for a long while, it's like a customer complain your attitude. They be like, hey, just don't do it again. That's it. Because they know what type of job this is. This job was stressful. 12-hour shifts. Being there at 7 a.m., sometimes getting off at 8. Being there at 7, supposed to get off at 4, but the manager like, hey, we ain't got nobody. Can you work extra? Yeah. Overtime was given out like the yin yang. Overtime was not a you can get overtime anytime you want it. They were giving out overtime like hotcakes. Because the job was so chaotic, so stressful, all that stuff. So, you making it there for any short period of time. I think I worked there for almost a year. I think, yeah. And everybody kept trying to get me to work up and make go higher, because I was a good top salesman. top salesman in the region. I think I came like in the region. I was like top 2 as salesman in the region, number 1 in the state. But I knew I wasn't gonna be there long, so there was no point in me even trying to move up. I was like, man, I ain't finna trying to move up. Just keep doing what I'm doing now. I'm looking for somewhere else. I'm not even gonna waste my time with that. So, but yeah, man, I say all these things to say at the end of the day, jobs are crazy. Some things are gonna be out of your control with the job. Make sure you slow down while you're driving, because craziness can happen with accidents. And I'm gonna see if I can find those pictures from the accident. I'll post them at the end so you can see, like, oh my gosh, this is what happened in the accident and how it all played out for your boy and all those things or whatever. So, but yeah, just remember, we're on this journey together. You're my accountability partner. I'm your accountability partner. And, you know, just remember, we're on this journey to become financially free, mentally free, create health as wealth. Lastly but not least, you got to remember, the word for the day, the word for the month is be intentional, be meticulous. Be intentional what you want, but meticulous about how you're going to get it. Be intentional what you want and what you want, where you want to have. Be meticulous about how you're going to go get it, how you're going to break down to get it, how you're going to keep it, what you got to have to make sure you go get it. And last but not least, keep living your life, because if you don't, your life is not going to live you.